All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. How is everybody? You all good? Are you sure? I heard somebody say no. How comes you're not good? You good? You good? You're very good. Thank you very much. Welcome everybody. My name is Joseph DJ Halo Boy Fadul. I am a national broadcaster on DBS radio. And of course, I want to welcome you on behalf of the DBS team and the judges and everyone here to this segment of the DBS Radio Ministry of Education National Reading Competition, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. Welcome everybody, and let's give each other a big round of applause. Welcome. So to start off round competition 5 in round 1, I'd like to call Miss Matthew to lead us in the national anthem and the prayer. She is a teacher at our beautiful host, the Monjon Primary School. Let's welcome Miss Matthew, everyone. Let's give Miss Matthew a round of applause. Miss Matthew.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's all stand. We are going to do our national anthem, and we want to give due respect to our country, Dominica. Isle of beauty, isle of splendor, isle to us so sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land so like all fountain, giving cheer that warms the soul. Let's close our eyes, let's bow our heads as we pray. Oh, heaven and eternal Father, we are so thankful that you have given us life, you have given us strength, you have given us health to be here this day, Father. And we say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And we thank you for this event here this afternoon, Father. We thank you for all the organizers. We pray your blessing upon them. We thank you for everyone who you have brought here to our beautiful village, Lord, and our beautiful school. We thank you for traveling mercies that you have granted unto them, that they could reach here safely. And Father, we pray for all our children who will be reading here this afternoon. We pray for wisdom and for understanding for them. And we also pray that the peace of God that passeth all understanding will rest upon them, and that peace will drive away all fear from the lives of our children, and they will do well here this afternoon, Father. We place everything in your hand. We pray your blessing once again upon this event. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Miss Matthew, I have a question for you. You can say that a little bit in Creole for us. A little Creole prayer as well. Because it's reading and Creole, and we don't want to forget our nice traditional Creole. Something small, you know, a little something in Creole for us too. A little something.
Okay. Papa, nous ka remercier pour mener nous toutes ici après-midi. Nous ka di merci pour parents nous ka di merci pour enfants nous, pour toutes ces teachers nous qui ici après-midi. Et puis nous ka pressé papa pour ba nous la force et puis le courage pour nous venir ici après-midi. Et puis nous ka aider pour tous ces enfants qui n'est pour lire, et puis quand yo lit nous ka aider ou que ba yo sagesse. Et puis tout ça yo fait après-midi. Nous ka mettre tout bagaille en la main après-midi, papa bon Dieu. Amen.
Thank you. Merci. Let's give Miss Matthew a round of applause. Thank you very much, Miss Matthew. Merci beaucoup, Miss Matthew. Normally, right now, I want somebody, one of the young ones, to tell me, normally, if those of you listening to DBS radio right now, what program would normally be on in Creole? What Creole program would be on? Come, young man, come. Yes, come, young. What program would normally be on right now? First of all, bon après-midi. That's good afternoon in Creole. You speak any Creole? A little bit? What do you know in Creole? Tell us what you know in Creole. You know bonjour. I sure you know bonjour. Yeah. So, bonjour. Ça qu'a fait? Ou bon?
Oui.
Ou bon, okay. Now, you listen to DBS radio. A young man, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, let's give him a round of applause. He listens to the nation station, DBS radio. What Creole program? Come in the center, man. Let everybody see. The whole world is seeing you because you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook right now, you know. What Creole program is normally on this afternoon?
Experience.
Say it louder.
Experience.
Say it louder.
Experience Creole.
Experience Creole. So, I want you to tell all the listeners of Experience Creole something in Creole. Anything.
Bon après-midi.
Bon up. That's it. Thank you. What's your name?
Odimia Greg.
Say that again.
Odimia Gregoire.
Odimia Gregoire.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. I didn't catch his school. He's from Grand 4 Primary. Anybody else from Grand 4? Grand 4 is representing strong. Fosla strong. E4. Okay. So I will improve on my Creole this afternoon as well. So Fosla 4. Fosla 4. Or Grand 4. Après-midi là. Bon après-midi pour tout le monde qui a écouté nous à si Experience Creole, à si Radio DBS. I would like to give a special acknowledgement to Mr. Keanu Samuel. He is representing the Honorable Parliamentary Representative Greta Roberts. He's her representative. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Samuel, and thank you for gracing us on behalf of the Honorable Parliamentary Representative. Of course, please convey our thanks to her as well. Let's give him a round of applause. Merci beaucoup. I would like to call on Michelle. She's a member of the DBS team to give us a few words of welcome, anybody knows how to say welcome in Creole? Give them a chance. I know you know. Any of the young ones know how to say welcome? You know how to say welcome? You don't know? Anybody who knows how to say it? Any of the young ones? Anyone? How do you say welcome in Creole? Yes. Bienvenue. Come up. Come. I want the camera to make sure. Come. How are you? Come. Good afternoon. You camera shy?
Huh?
Are you camera shy? No, he's not camera shy. How do you say welcome in Creole? You just said it.
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue. Round of applause. What's your name?
Delano Dinard.
Okay. What school do you attend?
To Salibia Primary.
Salibia Primary. Anybody else from Salibia Primary? Say that again. Oh, Siniku Primary. Anybody else from Siniku Primary? Good. Round of applause for Siniku. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, to give us the welcome or bienvenue, Michelle. Everybody give Michelle a round of applause.
Good afternoon and welcome to competition 5 in round 1 of the DBS radio. Ministry of Education, National Reading Competition, headline sponsor, Dragon Windows. Welcome to the competing students for today. Students, teachers, principals, supporters, listeners via DBS radio frequencies, via Facebook and YouTube, and to our judges, thank you for taking the time to be here with us this afternoon. Also, great thanks to the principal of the Mount John Primary School for welcoming us here this afternoon. This is our first time being here with them for the DBS competition. So thank you very much.
I want to highlight the principal because this is the youngest principal. Madam Principal, even if we will talk later, but I want people to see who you are, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this lovely lady is the principal of the school. Sase met principal, but met leko. I am learning as well. Even if I make the mistakes on purpose, I do it on purpose. Met Lekol Monjon Primary School. How are you?
My bad.
Thank you for welcoming us and thank you for having us at your very, very beautiful school. Very beautiful. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Now, I would like to call on the coordinator. She's the one putting everything together. She's like the leader and she has a fantastic team. Michelle, Annadale, the rest of the team. Miss Kushina Joseph. She's going to give us the rules in just a little bit. But just before that, I want the competitors, I don't want to call them competitors, I want the readers to come up right now because we're going to dip to see what position you're going to read. So from the Castle Bruce Primary School, where's the representative from Castle Bruce? Come. Ashtel Alfred, right? Okay, very good. You're going to dip. What number do you want? You want number 1?
No.
Okay, dip. Let's dip. What number is Ashtel? And how many? You have dipped and he has number 1. Show it to them. He has number 1. He has number 1. So he has number 1. Number 1. He will be starting things off for us. From the Dalis Primary School, Adele Matirin. Adele, how are you, Adele? You good? Come, turn around. Show don't be afraid. Come on, don't be afraid. Show your beautiful face to the people. Olio, let's give her, she's feeling a little shy. Let's give her a round of applause. You ready to dip? Let's dip. She wants, what number does she get? Number 8. Oh, hold on. Okay, I apologize. We have 7 today. I do apologize. 7, so that one is out. This is also out. Sorry. We good? Okay. Number 3. Be proud of it. She's number 3. Give her some fuss. Number 3. Grand 4. Where is Grand 4? Where's the representative? Where's the young man from Grand 4? Xavier Philip, right? Come, Xavier. Come. All you Xavier Philip. You ready to dip?
Yes.
Okay, let's dip. Number 5. Show them your number 5. Show it to them. Mutweyo number. How do you say 5 in Creole?
Seti?
Cinq. Number 5. Good. So he's number 5. Thank you very much. Representing so she will show you. Okay. Jones Beaupier Primary. We have Pierre Collier. Pierre, yes. How are you? Welcome. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You ready to dip? You ready to dip? Let's dip. Number 6. Show it to them. How do you say 6 in Creole?
I don't speak Creole.
That's going to change this afternoon. Your first number you're going to learn. Number 6 in Creole is sis. Say it with me.
Sis.
Give him a round of applause. His first word in Creole. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. So number 6. I think I should leave that for last, you know. Should I leave that for last, Kashina? No? No? Okay. Let's go to... Have a seat. Annadale will show you where you're sitting down. Let's go to Saint-Sauveur. Where's the representative from Saint-Sauveur? Come. Come. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Jeffana Joseph. Okay, very good. I want to make sure we get the pronunciation correct. She's dipping and she has picked numero. What not? Say it in Creole.
Cat.
Oh, she got it correct. Cat. Number. Anyone? What is cat? What is cat? 4. Give her a round of applause. Very good. Let's go to the Siniku Primary School. Siniku. Where is the representative from Siniku? Kalan KB, right? I love your chair. It's called
Kalan Burton KB.
Okay. Wait, okay. Hold on. Say it proper. I don't want to get it wrong. Kalan
Burton KB.
we have to make an adjustment, okay? Kalan Burton KB. I love this. What is this? Is this your
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. We'll talk about that in a little while. Dip your number. Any one of them. Number
7.
How do you say 7 in Creole?
Set.
Sets. Very good. Thank you. Should we have the last dip? And the host school, we should make her dip. There's only one number left. Let's make her dip. Come. Representing the host school, the Monjon Primary School. Where is the host? Welcome. How are you?
Mwebo.
Olio. How are you?
Mwebo.
I love that. Let's give her a round of applause for that. I love that. I asked her in English. She answered in Creole because the theme is reading and Creole. What's your name?
Kylie.
Kylie what?
Kylie Marcel.
Okay, and you ready to dip? Let's dip. She has number, to top things off, number 2. No problem. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. Thank you very much. Annadale will show you. It's in Day. Okay, no problem. I will come back to you very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, they have all dipped. This is how they are going to appear in this afternoon's competition. Let's give them a round of applause. Ani Bayo Force Apuemidi La. Okay, let's continue with it. Kashina, are we ready to explain to the young ones, to our audience, to everyone here, the rules? We ready, Kashina? Ladies and gentlemen, bienvenue, Kashina.
Thank you, Fadol. Okay, so the rules of the competition. Participants shall be assessed on their reading fluency on 3 passages of between 100 to 200 words in round 1, that's the narrative, and between 60 to 90 words in rounds 2 and 3, the news and sports rounds. The narratives, news items, and sports items for each participant will be different, but at the same level of difficulty. Assessment of reading fluency will be based on the participant's reading accuracy, smoothness, confidence, and expression, and will be judged according to the rubric to include accurate reading of words, effectively reading the phrases as complete units, correct interpretation of punctuation, distinct pronunciation of punctuation, distinct pronunciation of all words, emphasis on keywords, effective conveyance of moods and feelings, effective use of volume and pitch, appropriate rate of reading selection, eye contact, participants' level of confidence, and ability to recover if a mistake is made. Each participant will be given the reading material in advance. So right now, they are going through the narratives, and they will be given a few minutes to go through it, to ask any member of the team any questions that they have. If they are unsure of the pronunciation of words, we can assist them. When they are in competition, however, they cannot receive any help. So no help from the audience, the teachers, fellow students, no mouthing of the words, nothing like that. Okay? And a panel of 3 judges will be judging the students. Okay, so we'll give them a few minutes to go through their narratives, and we'll begin competition soon. Fado.
Thank you very much, Kashina. So we know the rules. This is what the judges are going to be using as their rubric to listen to the competitors, the readers this afternoon. So right now, as she said, they are going for it. And if they see any particular word or words that they may have a little difficulty in pronouncing, our team is helping them right now for the next few minutes to make sure that when they come, they sit down and they present very clear to everyone. We good? We good, everyone? Okay, very, very, very good. Kashina, I think maybe we can acknowledge some of our partners who have teamed up with DBS. We want to say a big thank you to Dragon Windows. Dragon Windows just closed their eyes and said they're on board with us. They are actually our headline sponsor for this year's competition. And we want to say a big thank you to Dragon Windows. Dragon Windows does windows, doors, louvers, shutters. I'm pretty sure a lot of the windows that you all have here, they got them by Dragon Windows. They look like very top quality Dragon Windows. So hats off and big thank you to Dragon Windows. Later on in life, when you all are building your homes, you all should take down those phone numbers and give them a call. Who's going to build their own home later in life? You, of course, for sure. And you're going to get your windows from Dragon Windows, right? Very good. I like her confidence. I love her confidence. Kashina, I want to say thank you to a few other members of the corporate public. Republic Bank, whenever you're doing banking, you take your money to the bank, take it to Republic Bank because they are always here for you. Digicel, of course, big thank you to Digicel, Better Together, Petro Caribe, Energy for Union. Anybody who wants to go on a little birthday, you can always go to Peanuts Mountain Lodge. And of course, make sure you check out the good folks at Peanuts Mountain Lodge. Make Peanuts your next vacation destination. So you don't have to travel anywhere. You can just go to Peanuts Mountain Lodge. The Realm in Roseau, that's the new hotspot in Roseau. Check them out. It's the art of it. Any of you all watch Game of Thrones? The adults, Game of Thrones? If you go to the Realm, you'd swear as if you're in Game of Thrones. My favorite part of the Realm is Dawn. I'm telling you, it's something about Dawn. I'm not sure, it's something about Dawn. It's very nice. Who's been to the movies? Who's been Emerald Movies, right? Emerald Movies. And you know Emerald Movies is a very, very, very good place to look at the movie. Whenever you go to Emerald Movies, it's not just a movie. You go for an experience. It's something different when you go to Emerald Movies. So next time when you come into Roseau, just tell your mom, dad, aunties, uncles, when you want to go to the movies, we're going to Emerald Movies. And of course, on a Friday, when we just want to take a little chill, or if you want a nice, good broth, there's Paradise Pier on the Lubier Highway. Your feel-good place. Big up to Paradise Pier. Your community financial partner, we say a special thank you to the National Cooperative Credit Union for teaming up with DBS. And anytime you need to do any laboratory work, like your blood testing and so on, to make sure that you're in good health, I want you all to go by Lafale's House Medical Laboratory and tell them Joseph DJ Halo Boy Fadul sent you. You never know, you might get a little discount, okay? So just make sure you tell them that. So these are our first mentions for this afternoon. Thank you very much. We'll get to a few more companies, a few more individuals who have teamed up with DBS Radio. I want to ask somebody to come and just speak to me in Creole. Is any student come and speak to me in Creole this afternoon? Anybody who can speak in Creole? Anybody? You never know, I might give you something. I cannot tell you as yet. No, I'm not. You no, well, you're a competitor. I want somebody else to come and see if we can speak to the competitors. Y'all are shy. Come and speak to me in Creole. You can speak a few words in Creole, of course. Come. Daddy, she can come. She can come. She can speak a few words in Creole. What can you say in Creole? You can say something for us in Creole. Say something for us in Creole. Anything. One word. Anything.
Bonjour.
What's that?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Give a round of applause. Even if it's one, you can say something in Creole. Any word.
Oui.
We. I like, yes. You can, yes. What is we? Oh, sorry, young man, sorry. What is we in English? In Creole, what is that?
Yes.
What does it mean? It means what?
Yes.
It means yes. So I asked him if he can say something in Creole, and he said we. So we good to go. I love the fact that we can do this nice little interact. We ready, Kushina? Okay, very good. I have a question for you all. Who likes to hear stories? You love stories? This segment is like a story segment. It's called the narrative segment, where they're going to come, they're going to read for us a story. Okay? So let's bring on our first reader for this afternoon. And Manu dit bienvenue pour premier étudiant qui a vin li pour nous à section narrative. Anybody knows what I just said? Who can say the first in the narrative? Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for reader number 1 from the Castle Bruce Primary School, Mr. Ashtel Alfred.
Colin and Sue had gone to visit their Aunt Phyllis. She had given them a lovely time and sent them off to catch the bus. "You know which corner to wait at, don't you?" she said. "The one by the big oak tree at the end of the winding lane. It always stops there." The children set off to catch the bus. Aunt Phyllis lived down in the country, and they loved the little winding lanes, the tall hedges and the buttercup fields that lay around. "Is this the right lane?" asked Sue suddenly. "I don't seem to remember that style over there." "Well, there's a big oak tree. Look at the end of it," said Colin. "It must be all right. Let's stand here and wait." There was a wooden seat at the end of the lane. On it, several people were sitting. The children stared at them, rather surprised, for they looked at little particular. There was an old man wearing a red with a long yellow feather in it. There were 2 old women, one with a bright-colored parrot on her shoulder and the other one carrying a black cat with eyes as green as unripe apples. There was a young man with a baby. The baby was the prettiest little thing the children had ever seen, but it had rather strange ears that stuck out at each side of its blue bonnet. They were pointed and rather long. The little thing was holding a rattle that rang a jolly tune. The bus came along just then. The people got up to get in. It was very cheerful-looking bus with red wheels, blue sides, and a yellow top. Colin and Sue did not wait till the people who wanted to get out had stepped onto the road. They pushed their way onto the bus in front of everyone, elbowing the old man aside as they did so. "What bad manners," said the old man, but Colin and Sue didn't care. They had got on the bus, and that was what mattered to them.
Let's give Ashtel a round of applause. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can go back to your seat right now. Thank you. So that was participant number 1 in the competition. Thank you very much. So let's move over to participant number 2, representing. So we give the judges a few seconds to round up the numbers right here. I just want to ask you all, while the participants are reading, we need to be very quiet, okay? We need to be very, very quiet so that the judges and all of us can clearly hear what the participants are saying, okay? Yes? Thank you very merci. Merci beaucoup pour ça. Ready to go, Michelle? Not yet? Okay, so we'll give the judges a few more seconds. And the home school comes up next. I see the principal standing in full support with her students right here. You all love the school here. It's a beautiful school, isn't it? Very, very beautiful school. And of course, thank you very much once again to the principal for hosting us this year at the Monjon Primary School. Thank you very, very much for hosting us today. Of course, we are live on DBS Radio. Anybody knows that DBS Radio is on YouTube? You all know that, right? Yes. Very good. What is the DBS YouTube channel's name? Anybody knows? Anybody in the audience knows? What is it? I heard her say it. To me, I heard you say it. What is it? DBS Radio. Thank you very, very much. So those of you, tell your friends, tell your family, they can go to YouTube and just look for DBS Radio on YouTube. And there's a part that says subscribe. Click it. There's a little bell. Click it as well. And of course, follow DBS everywhere we go. Because when your school goes to the next round, and if you cannot make it to the location, you follow on what? YouTube. Thank you very much for that. So make sure you all follow on YouTube. We'll talk about the Facebook in a little while as well. So, of course, we're here live at the Monjon Primary School for competition 5 in round 1. Anybody knows how to say the number 5 in Creole? Anybody knows? Yes, come up, little one. Come up, little one. Come up, little one. Come. How do you? Good afternoon. Come. I want the whole world to see how lovely you are. What's your name? Annabelle Alfred. Okay. What school do you attend?
Castleburst Primary School.
Castleburst Primary School. And how do you say 5 in Creole?
5th.
Say that again.
Fifth.
Fifth.
Cinq.
Give a round of applause. Very, very good. From the Castle Bruce Primary School. Good to go? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, representing our hosts today from the Monjon Primary School, she's going to read for us a very beautiful story. We all love stories, right? We all love stories, right? Very good. From the Monjon Primary School, Kylie Marcel. Take it away, Kylie.
The bus was rather full. There was no room for one of the old women, and she stood in the gangway, holding on to a rail. "Hey boy, you get up and give this old woman your seat," said the old man. "Don't you know your manners? Isn't your heart kind enough to pity an old lady who's been marketing and is tired out? I shall pay for my seat, and I expect to sit in it," said Colin rudely. He always saw to it that he had the best of whatever was going. He wasn't going to give up and give anyone his seat. Not he. Someone got out just then, and the old lady sank down into the seat with a sigh. Another woman got in, carrying a small child. She stood in the gangway. The old woman poked Sue in the back. "Get up and offer your seat," she said. "You can't sit there and see somebody standing, carrying a heavy child." "Why don't you get up?" said Sue cheekily. "What terrible children," said the old woman. Her black cat suddenly put out its paw and scratched Sue's hand. She gave a scream and hit the cat hard. It scratched again at once. "Even my cat thinks you're a bad child," said the old woman. "Sooty never scratches anyone unless they are horrid." The baby in front of Colin dropped its rattle. Colin saw it drop, but he didn't pick it up. He just sat there looking in front of him. "Pick up the baby's rattle, please," said the young woman to Colin. "I can't very well bend down with a baby on my knee." Colin took no notice. He wasn't going to pick up a baby's rattle. "What an unpleasant boy," said the old man, and picked up the rattle himself. As he bent down, something fell out of his pocket. He didn't notice it, but Colin did. It was a small leather purse.
Thank you very much, Kylie Marcel from the Monjon Primary School. Thank you very much. Let's give her a big round of applause. Big round of applause. Anybody knows how to say applause in Creole? I suspect come. I know you want to come with come. You're a teacher here with us. You're a teacher. Come. Oh, so we have two principles. One thing, four with the principles. So say that in Creole. Say it again. C'est là nous four principal. What school are you representing?
The neighboring school, Grand Fund Primary. The neighboring school, Grand Fund Primary.
Say that. Qui voise. How you say? Comment on dit?
Other side.
L'autre côté là. L'autre côté. Madam Principal, we love. Is love. Is love, right? What's your name?
Lydia Philip.
Lydia Philip from the Grand
Fund Village.
Grand Fund Village.
Sorti.
Sorti.
Odguafo.
proud of it too.
Yes,
How you,
Saturday.
how you saying I'm proud to be from Grand Fort in Creole?
Let me see. Where? Come back to that.
But Fosla 4 in the southeast.
C'est là nous fort.
I love that. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. Let us give her a big round of applause. Thank you. Any other principals with us? Let's acknowledge. Any other principals with us? We have one. I will come to you in the next round. We have another principal. We have principals, boy. Well, you're right. Fosla 4 in the south. How you say in southeast in Creole? Southeast? Southeast, just like that. South, boy. Any chance I could, Mr. Paul represent, any chance there's space for me because I love this strong feeling in the southeast. Oh, I love this principle. She said they will make space for me. I love that very, very much. Now, these competitions, judges this afternoon, I'll do them one at a time. We have one of our judges here. She goes by the name of Miss Paula Dura. Miss Paula Dura has been a teacher since graduating from Convent High School in 1980, and she recently retired. That's her right here. She says teaching and raising her 4 children are her greatest achievements, and she's now a proud grandmother of 3. She has served as a reading competition judge for many, I don't want to say how many years, but a lot of years. And I and all of us want to say thank you. How you saying? Let's tell her in Creole, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci autant. Let's give her a round of applause. Merci autant, Miss Paula Durand. My friend in the middle, I have something special for her. When you TBT special pui. We ready? Good to go. Okay, our third competitor in this afternoon's competition, coming from the Delis Primary School. Delis is representing strong Adele Matirin. Let's give her a round of applause. Adele, take it away.
Colin put his foot on it at once, then pretending to drop his handkerchief. He bent down and picked up the purse. He was going to put it in his pocket when the old woman's parrot called out loudly, "He's a thief! He's a thief! He's a thief!" Everyone began to look at everyone else. Who was the thief? The old man saw Colin's face and found that his purse was gone. "Have you got my purse?" he cried. "Yes, you have. You bad boy. You must have picked it up. Give it to me back at once." Colin looked sulky. "I haven't got your purse," he said. He is telling stories, said the annoying parrot loudly. The conductor came up. He slipped his hands into Colin's pocket and took out the purse. Everyone gasped in horror. These children are not only bad-mannered, they are dishonest and untruthful and unkind, said the old man. Shocked, their mother and father must be simply terrible, said the old woman with the cat. Yes, they must have taught their children wrong things, said the old man, shaking his head. Very, very sad. They look like quite nice children, but they're not. They're not. I think we had better take them to the wise woman, said the old woman with the parrot. She might be able to take their bad father and mother to give them new ones who would teach them kindness and good manners and honesty. Parents are no use unless they do that. My mother is very good and sweet, cried Sue. Don't you dare say anything against her. And my father is a very busy doctor who helps a lot of people. So don't you say he is bad, shouted Colin, feeling suddenly afraid. These people in the bus were strange. Had he and Sue taken the wrong bus?
Give her a round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me, how do you say applause in Creole? Dad, you know how to say applause. I know you know how to say. Your wife? Yes, Mrs. You can say, how do you say applause in Creole? Of course, this is learning. Reading and Creole, say it. How you say it? Okay, close enough. Very. Let's give her a little applaudis. My friend, my very good friend, Kewana Fontaine Wilson is listening. Anybody knows Kewana Fontaine? Who listens to Kewana in the afternoon? This young man for sure. Okay. Who listens to DBS radio in the mornings? This young man. Okay. Come, young man. Come. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sakafet. Okay. You good?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yes. You can say we are. What's your name?
Senel Ogis.
Say that again.
Senel Ogis.
Senel Ogis. What school are you representing?
Castlebush Primary.
Castlebush E4. Apoy Midila, eh? Yes. No. That's your teacher? That gentleman is your teacher? Your teacher? The gentleman there? That's your teacher?
No.
Your teacher, a parent? Okay. Proud parent too. Very, very good. Now you said you listen to DBS radio in the mornings, right? What do you listen to in the mornings? Tell me.
Sports news.
Sports news. Very good. Okay. Can you tell me one of the people or the individuals or the readers who reads any of the sports packages in the morning? We have a few of them. Any one of them. Anyone? Anybody knows who reads any of the packages? Come, young man, come. That's my partner right there. Don't shy away. You that my good friend. But thank you very much. Thank you. Come. Give us a name of one of the presenters in the morning. Anybody?
Gavin Richards.
What? Gavin Richards. Give me a tag. Yes, he listens every day. So watch that. You will listen to me tomorrow morning reading the news because I'll be doing the morning presentation on a Thursday. You will listen tomorrow morning? Very good. He will listen tomorrow morning. Kushina, we ready? Okay. Competitor number 4 coming from the Saint-Sauveur Primary. I got blown away. That is force from the Saint-Sauveur Primary. Give it up, and Jeffana Joseph is going to read a story for us. Just before Jeffana comes on, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have to remain very quiet, okay? So if you have like little bottles or foil in your hand, don't crush it or play with it, okay? Because the judges need to hear clearly what she's saying, all right? Okay, very good. Who's ready for Jeffana? Are we ready for Jeffana? Let's make her feel welcome. Jeffana, take it away.
We can't believe you, said the old man. If you had good parents who taught you right things, you would behave well. You would have good manners, you would be kind. But you are really horrid children, And we have always noticed that horrid children usually have horrid parents, said the old woman with the parrot. The parrot nodded its head violently. How could you be a thief if your parents were honest, said the old man. You must have copied them. How could you be untruthful if they were truthful? Children always copy their father and mother. We know exactly what the fathers and mothers are like when we see their children. I tell you, my father is kind and honest, and everyone loves him, said Colin, scared. And my mother has the best manners of anyone I know, wept Sue. She has. I can't believe it, said the old man. It's quite impossible. Your mother must be just like you. I expect she would push her way onto a bus of her turn and get a seat before anyone else, and let old men and women stand, and she would steal someone's purse. Oh, how unkind you are to say such things, sobbed Sue, thinking of her kind, gentle mother. Mommy isn't like that. She isn't. She is always kind. We'd better go to the wise women and look up the names of these children's parents and see if by any chance what they say is true. Conductor, will you stop the bus at the wise women's cottage, please? Half a minute later, the bell rang and the bus stopped. Out got everyone, even cats. They made their way on to a little tumble cottage nearby, pushing the two scared children in front of them. We took the wrong bus, whispered Colin to Sue. Goodness knows who these people are or where we've come to.
Let's give her a round of applause from the Saint-Sauveur Primary School, Jeffana Joseph. Thank you very much, Jeffana Joseph from Saint-Sauveur. Anybody from Saint-Sauveur? Where's the Saint-Sauveur posse? Y'all, that is real force.
Wow.
So bien dit, force like I've been heard southeast for real. Madam Principal, I really hope she said she was serious about making some space for me. I really hope so. I want to introduce to you my very good friend. Very, very good friend. She's a judge as well. I'll give her 1 or 2 minutes. Let her, finalize her numbers. But this is a very special lady. Ça c'est dame, madame, bien spécial pour moi. Ça c'est good friend moi. Josette Seraphine Hendrington. So we'll talk about Josette in a little while. By the way, I got a message from Gavin Richards. He's actually back in studio listening to you all. He says, so far, you all have been doing amazing. He sends force to each and every one of you all. He says, you all have been doing amazing so far. And Gavin Richards from DBS, our sports editor, says, congratulations and good luck to each and every one of you all, okay? Okay? All right, very, very good. Ready, Kushina? Judges, almost? Not yet. Well, we're almost there. We almost there. Mr. Pal Representative, come a while. I want you to tell me something in Creole about this community. Tell me just one special vibe about this community here. In Creole,
Plaza noni bel moun, noni moun ki.
I think, not cutting you short, Noni bel moon. One thing. Oh, one thing. He love his community. Okay, you know what? Sorry. I said one thing, but I could feel the force. Continue.
Avec moun Plaza e moun ki ka toi vai wed. Yo eme toi vai wed.
Maka voix ça même. Banou bazo anti force. Applaudis.
Wow.
Merci. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you very, very soon. We good to go from our judges' end? Almost. We good to go? Very good. Reader number 5, who is going to give us a fantastic story this afternoon, representing the Grand 4 Primary School. Banuba first to Xavier Philip. Xavier Philip, take it away, Xavier.
The wise woman was a wonderful person. She was old, but she had a very young face. She was dressed in a long robe of the purest blue. Like the summer sky, there was something strange about this dress, for it shifted and shone like her eye, like the mist. The old man explained what they had come for. The wise woman turned her eyes on the 2 children. I see badness and unkindness in them, she said in a voice that sounded like murmuring of the waves. Their hearts are hard. Yes, I think we must change their parents and give them better ones. No child can grow up right if it has bad parents who spoil it or make it unkind and dishonest. She took up a long silver staff and began to point it at the first at Stu, and then at Colin. What are you doing? Cried Colin in alarm. We don't want new parents. We love ours. They're kind and good. Perhaps I had make sure that these children's parents are bad, said the wise woman, and she took up a round mirror. She looked deeply into it. Colin tried to peep into it too, but instead of his own face, all he could see was a swirling mist. The wise woman was silent for a few minutes. Everyone waited patiently. Sue began to tremble. How dreadful if their bad behavior lost them their father and mother. She didn't want new ones. Now this is a strange thing, said the wise woman, putting down the mirror. These children have told the truth about their father and mother. They are kind, good parents, but they're too gentle and too trustful. They believe that their children are honest and sweet and kind, and because of the children are deceitful and only behave badly when they are away from home. Their parents have no idea what banners and hard hearts they really have. Bad children come from bad parents, said the old man. We've always known that.
Let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause from the Grand 4 Primary School, Xavier Philip. I have a question for you all. The story says about bad children. I don't think we have any bad children here, do we? No? Yes? Any? No, everybody here is very well behaved, right? Yes? Okay, very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a big, big round of applause. Okay, just a little note, especially for those of you on the outside. Our mics are very sensitive, and it is picking up, not inside, but it is picking up a few of the murmuring, the talking on the outside. So the parents and the students on the outside, while our readers are reading, if we can also ask you to just give us a little quiet, okay? Just for a few minutes, let them do the presentation, and we will come to our little interaction right now. I want to speak to you all about a wonderful lady. She goes by the name of Josette Seraphine Hendrington. This lovely lady right here. Josette Seraphine Hendrington is the president and international commissioner of the Girl Guides Association of Dominica. Currently, head of a broadcaster at DBS Radio. She works at DBS, of course. Amongst other hats, she wears within other associations, plural, in Dominica. Sometimes I wonder how she has time for all of them. She holds a degree in travel as a travel manager and a diploma in child care education and has had over 30 years experience in travel and early childhood education. I think for the year, Josette has had to get about 3 passports for the amount of traveling she has been doing. And all for, it's not personal traveling, it's not vacation. When you see she goes out, she always goes out to represent Dominica. So everywhere she goes, Mr. Palmet, I think we have to consider her as like an ambassador. Seriously, that's like, Joseph, that's your 3rd passport, right? I think for the year. It's about that. And that's this year alone, I don't want to tell you all how many she had last year. Whoa, it could feel. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second or another one of our judges, Mrs. Josette Seraphine Hendrington. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give her, thank you, my friend Josette. Are we ready? Very good. Participant number 6 in the narrative segment right here around, or the first segment, the narrative, coming from Jones Beaupierre Primary School. Anybody from Jones Beaupierre? Jones Beaupierre. Let's give a big round of applause for Pierre Collier. Take it away, Pierre.
Look at a child. Look at a child. Watch the way he behaves. And you know what kind of mother he's got. When I see a child with no manners, I say his mother doesn't know any either, so he hasn't been taught. Wise woman, change these children's parents. They must be bad. Sue began to sob loudly. Colin went very pale. Please, he said, give us another chance. I know that a bad father and mother do make bad children, but this time it's we who are in the wrong. We wouldn't learn. We've got good parents. We have, but we let them down. We behave as if we got bad ones, but we wouldn't again, said Sue, wiping her eyes. We never thought that people judged our parents by the way we behaved. If I'd known you were thinking that our mother and father were so bad, I'd behave better. But I will know if you give us a chance. I always give people chances, says the wise woman, looking at the children with her deep, clear eyes. You too shall have your chance. Catch the next bus home. The right one this time. You catch the wrong bus before. But if you learn a lesson from me and all these people, it will not matter. Now go. The children fled away at once. They saw a bus rumbling down the street. It stopped nearby and they jumped on it. They looked around. Yes, the people looked quite in this time. There were no black cats, no talkative parrots, no babies with pointed ears. At the next stop, and the old lady got in at once. Corey stood up and offered her a seat. She sat down gratefully. "We're a nice-mannered child," she said to her neighbor. "He got a good mother, no doubt about that. What a strange adventure, wasn't it? I wonder what people think your father and mother are like when they watch how you behave. Think for a minute and you'll know."
Thank you very much from the Jones Beaupierre Primary, Pierre Collier. Thank you. Let's give him a bigger round of applause. Let's give him a big round of applause right here in Montjon. Anybody knows who from DBS Radio is from Montjon? Kimon. Anybody? Kimon qui ka vive od Montjon. Il pas vivre là? Il sort okay, hold on. So, il fait Montjon, mais pas vive Montjon. Kimon? Okay, I need a translation for that. No. Madam Prince, no, you have to translate that one for me. You have to. Din, what's the translation for that one? He's so Ivan Flag. I need to make a phone call. Like, what's going on? And that's my good partner, you know, boy. It was worth the sale. Madam Principal, it was worth the sale. Madam Principal, it was worth the sale. It was worth selling it. Okay. My good friend, I won't go. Anybody knows who was born here, who works at DBS? Anyone? Y'all can just shout it out. Din is your... Din from... I not... So what's the... Kushina... Okay. Topping things off in the narrative segment for this afternoon, the last reader giving us our wonderful story this afternoon, he comes from the Cynical Primary School, and I want to make sure I get his name correct. Kaelan Burton KB. Very good. Take it away, Kaelan.
There was once a little girl who would keep taking her shoes off in the garden. She liked to feel the grass prickling under her toes, but her mother scolded her and told her 12 times a day to put her shoes on. "Alice, there are sharp stones on the path, and maybe thorns or prickles in the grass," she said. "You might even tread on a bit of broken glass if you run down by the rubbish heap. Then you'd cut your feet badly and be very sorry for yourself." But Alice wouldn't obey, so her mother made up her mind to punish her. Alice, every time I call and see that you have no shoes on, I shall take 10 pence out of your money box to give to poor children, she said. Then perhaps you'll remember about your shoes. Alice was cross. She was saving up for a wheelbarrow, and she didn't want her money to be given away. So the naughty little girl thought of an idea. I know what I'll do, she said to herself in a whisper. I'll take my shoes off and put them just here behind this stone, and as soon as Mother calls me, I'll run and put them on quickly, and Mother will see me running up the garden with my shoes on. Wasn't she a dishonest little girl? But wait and see what happened. The shoes heard what Alice had said. They were shocked because they were good shoes and had cost a lot of money. They wanted Alice to behave nicely. We know what to do, whispered the right shoe to the left one. As soon as Alice takes us off, we'll run away and hide. Then, when her mother calls her, she won't be able to find us, and she'll get into trouble for being barefooted. So, as soon as Alice had popped them behind the stone and gone to play in her bare feet, those two shoes kicked up their heels and ran off to hide.
From the Cynical Primary School, Kalen Burton KB. I had to make sure I said the Burton parts, okay? So we've come to the end of round one, the narrative set. Let's give all of them a round of applause. A big stand up, everybody stand up and take a bow for round. Everyone take a bow. They have come to the end of round one, which is the narrative set. Let's give them a strong round of one final round of applause. Thank you very much. You may have a seat. Okay, let me just introduce our last judge for this afternoon. We'll come to yes. One thing, we have some wonderful producers here. We have the coordinator making sure everything is intact. We have Michelle making sure that side. We have our production, we have a fantastic team here at DBS. We'll highlight them in a few minutes. Mrs. Vanya Elwa, she's our third judge for this afternoon. This is Mrs. Elwa right here. Good afternoon, Mrs. Elwa. She's a retired educator. She holds a bachelor's degree in education, administration, and management from you. I know who I have to harass and trouble for me to continue. I have the same degree, so I know who I have to check. I'll do my own word. No, you're right. That I will not do. That I will. So no, I was saying, if I want anybody to check my work, I will. I know who I have to check now. Mrs. Elwa. She was a principal and a learning support advisor with the Ministry of Education. She has been a judge in the reading competition for many years as well. She has had 2 of her students at her school in the finals of the National Reading Competition put together by DBS. Our third and final judge, Mrs. Vanya Elwa. Let's give her a round of applause and say thank you, Mrs. Elwa, for being a judge this afternoon. Let's do some quick acknowledgements before we cross over to our ads. Saying thank you to Domlek, the power to serve you better, Dowasco, our water, our treasure, our life, Dominican Health and Education Initiative supporting the Dominican community, Springfield Trading, quality in everything Jay's Bookstore, we read your mind. Sunset Bay Club and Seaside Dive Resort, it's an all-inclusive beach hotel. Budding Writers Academy, empowering educators to equip students. So these are some of our very good mentions. We can say thank you very much to them. We're going to take a quick break from Aaron, our viewers, our listeners, and those of you who are here, I want you all to go to the side to support the canteen, the kitchen. I know my order is ready. I'm coming to you all in a few minutes. And to our viewers and listeners on YouTube and Facebook, we will be right back. Stay with us. This is the DBS Radio National Reading Competition, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. We're in the beautiful community of Monjon. We'll be right back.
Dragon Window, you came to the fore. You are the best in windows, fencing and doors. Build resilience and good quality. You work hand in hand with the community. You are world class. Yes, you built to last. Your product is the best. The only window could test. Dragon Windows. Watch me. In Dominica, you were born. You are number one dragon. Dragon Windows.
We have relocated to our new factory at Woodbridge Bay, Fokole, opposite the port. Telephone 448-0253, 315-1500 and 275-7372.
Dragon Windows.
Step into the Realm Restaurant, where every meal is an adventure inspired by Game of Thrones. Enjoy our diverse menu and extensive wine selection. Live jazz on Wednesdays, top DJs on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Don't miss our Monday discounts and Tuesday happy hour. Wear Creole attire for a special treat. Book your table now. Call 767-235-6669. The Realm Restaurant, where dining becomes enchantment. Enchantment.
We'll be here in the worst of times. We'll be here till things get better. We'll be here to see you through. We're here invested in you. We're invested in you. You can depend on us. We will take care of you with the legacy of commitment you can trust. We hear what you've been saying. We know what you've been thinking. We understand what's in your heart. Trust us to do our part. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Have that one friend or family member who just loves sending messages? Amazing! Introducing our new Prime Ultra Bundles with endless social messaging for WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Message as much as you want on the fastest mobile network in Dominica. Send messages anytime and anywhere. Get more data to keep you connected with your family and friends. Download the MyDigital app to activate your new Prime Ultra Bundle or visit any of our retail stores today. Digicel, keeping you better connected.
A vacation in the mountains, a staycation outside the city, or a stay surrounded by greenery. Whatever the choice may be, Pinard's Mountain Resort Inc. is perfect for you. Nestled in the hills of Point Michel, just 10 minutes from the city, Pinard's Mountain Resort Inc. features self-contained cottages with breathtaking views, fine dining, bar and pool services. Come spend quality time with family, escape with a few friends, or just time for two. Pinard's Mountain Resorts Inc. is an all-in-all waiting to serve you. Call 285-9143 or email pinardsmrinc@gmail.com for more info. Because at Pinard's Mountain Resorts Inc., life never felt this good.
Petro Caribbean. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribbean straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribbean. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribbean. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe. From the cradle to the grave, NCCU, you don't want to be no slave. NCCU, you need a loan you want to save. NCCU, welcome and visitors today. Hey, with a commitment to quality. What? Therefore you and me was one big family, but now it's a community. True, making life easy. Yes, like ABC. Don't matter who you are, you can benefit when you bring your mortgage.
With rates as low as 5% and loans for all your needs.
Open an MRA.
Save for your golden years and take advantage of our savings products.
We will finance your business.
Checking accounts, small business loans, wire transfers, and so much more.
NCCU all the way. Wow!
Your community financial partner.
NCCU.
Slowly but surely, many men and women are becoming as tough turkeys. We are stuffing ourselves with all kinds of oily and fatty foods. And like a kitchen sink filled with muck, the body system is unable to cope, thus resulting in blocked artery strokes and all kinds of diseases. But from the land of many rivers, the nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica, which has more persons living to be 100 years and over per capita than any other country in the world, comes a natural solution, the pure and crystal clear Tuapito water. Yes, straight from the mountains of the famous Tuapito and into a bottle, nothing added if all impurities treated. Look out for Tuapito water in 1.5 or 0.5 liter bottles. Natural water with minerals for life. Listen to the news. Dominica records yet another centenarian thanks to clean, clear and fresh water. Tuapito water from Dominica.
check, one, check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start round 2 of this segment, competition 5 in round 1 of the DBS Radio Ministry of Education, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows Reading Competition. Just before we continue, I want to say a special thank you to Oyo Constructions, speed and quality. Anytime you're looking for good, quick, but quality. I like the fact that they put in the word quality in here. Speed and quality. Check out the good folks at Oyo Construction. D-Treads, going further for less. Anytime you want to check up on your tires, check out the good folks at D-Treads. Anytime you want to get anything for in terms of electricals, your wirings and so on for your home, check out APP. Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributors of the biggest brands. All the big brands in Dominica are distributed by Fine Foods. Chez Weng Cuisine serve good food with good service. Check them out. J. Astafan and Company, right place, right price. Lindomat, we serve and you save. The good folks at Lindomat. We also want to acknowledge Mr. Gerard Dorset. And last but not least in this segment right here, we say special thanks to Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare. So we have all the participants seated. Yes, very good. My cameraman from, I want to get it clear, he's from Grand 4, right? He's not shaking your head? No, yet? Yes. So I know Madam Principal will be happy with that one. The other one has a question mark on. He's my good partner. Eh? I was trying to call him during the break, but he didn't seem to answer. But we'll get through. We'll get through. Saying good afternoon to my very good friend, Curtis Matthew. Curtis Matthew, good afternoon to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, judges, I want you all to pay attention to me for a minute, just 1 minute. This is a DBS Radio news segment where they're going to read a news article. Like tomorrow morning, if you tune into DBS Radio tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, you will hear me presenting the morning news at 7. Now, just before I begin to read the full package, we have a little jingle that sounds like DBS News. And then I would normally start with the package. So, competitors, readers, whenever you hear DBS News, you read the package or you read the story in front of you. Okay? You all understand? You all understand? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Thumbs up. From sideways. Okay, so topping things off and starting off, yes. The second part of this afternoon's competition right here. Coming, oh, my paper is falling on me. I want to make sure I get it correct. Very, very good. Representing the Castle Bruce Primary School. You come forward. He goes by the name of Ashtel Alfred. He's going to read a breaking news story for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now join from the Castle Bruce Primary School with some breaking news. Ashtel Alfred. DBS News.
Inter-Caribbean Flight 713, which was set for Barbados, was forced to return to Dominica shortly after takeoff from the Douglas Charles Airport on Friday afternoon. The airline said a technical issue led to a precautionary shutdown of one of the plane's engines. However, The aircraft landed safely and passengers were promptly accommodated on another flight. In a statement, Inter-Caribbean said the incident occurred minutes after takeoff when the pilot detected an issue in one of the aircraft's engines.
And that was our news presenter. Someday soon you will be hearing him presenting the news on DBS. He representing the Castle Bruce Primary School, Ashdale Alfred. That's some breaking news. Each of these stories this afternoon is a big story because DBS only gives big stories. Okay? Big stories only. All right. So we are here in Monjon. The judges are taking 1 or 2 minutes to tally up the numbers. Anybody can tell me what is the Creole word for news? Anybody can tell me what's the Creole word for news? No, not you. Not you. No, you embarrass me enough this afternoon. It's true, Mr. Samuel, it's true. I cannot compete with her, honestly. Because, you know, we have our Creole host for next year, I suspect. We have our... Anybody can tell me what's the Creole word for new? Come. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Ranella.
Rainella?
Ranella.
Ranella. Okay, what school are you go to?
Monjon.
Monjon Primary. And what is the Creole word for news?
Eugel.
Okay, close enough. Nouvelle. Say it with me. Say nouvelle. Nouvelle. Let's give her a round of applause. Well, you another breaking story here. We ready? Very good. Presenting to you our second breaking story this afternoon. Coming from the Monjon Primary School, we have our presenter Kylie Marcel. Let's now join Kylie Marcel for some breaking news.
DBS News.
Special education in Dominica could soon be enhanced under a new initiative being supported by the Global Partnership for Education and the World Bank. On Monday, the Ministry of Education launched activities in observance of Special Education Needs Awareness Month. The month is being observed under the theme Breaking Barriers, Building Bridges, Empowering Every Learner. The activities are being held in partnership with the OECS Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning Project.
Another breaking story presented by our news presenter from the Monjon Primary School. Let's give her a round of applause one more time. Thank you very much, Kylie Marcel. I told you all, it's breaking news this afternoon. Monjon is going to make history this afternoon, you know. Seriously. Monjon, il a fait l'histoire. I think my principal from... L'histoire. Oh, thank you. L'histoire. Cet après-midi, nous avons fait l'histoire en grande form. Let me say in grand form. Now, something else. You that put that grand form in me. I like Monjon, and I've already been promised a space by our principal here. So I'm a man. I like to keep my loyalties intact. Yeah? So I wouldn't do like my good friend who sold this flag. Yeah? Okay, I think we're ready for our third breaking story this afternoon. Oh, a big story, we for real. You all ready for another big story? All you ready? You all are pour l'histoire après-midi là? Oui? Okay, presenting to you another breaking story this afternoon. We have our presenter joining us live from the Daly's Primary School, Adele Matirin.
DBS News.
Dominica's Health Minister Cassan Laville has signed a memorandum of understanding with Cuban health authorities. The minister embarked on a significant visit to Cuba to strengthen bilateral ties and explore collaborative opportunities in the healthcare sector. The MOU outlines areas of collaboration to include the exchange of medical professionals and researchers to joint research and development initiatives in healthcare.
All right. Thank you very much. Adele Matirin from the Daly's Primary School. Very, very good. Let's give her a big round of applause. Go on, applaudis for Adele Matirin. All right. Reading some big stories this afternoon in Monjon. Let me tell you, some big stories coming out from Monjon this afternoon, boy. I'm telling you, I wonder how my good friend Curtis Matthew will handle that. Curtis Matthew will be wondering, but which story do I put first for the 6 o'clock package tonight? By the way, we have news at 6 every evening right here, barring holidays, of course, at 6 p.m. on DBS, the nation station. Anybody knows what other times is the news? We mentioned 7 in the morning. We mentioned 6. Anybody else knows what time? I think most of the students would be at school still during that time, Madam Principal. Maybe the adults. You know what time? I suspect he sneaks out to listen to the DBS news. I suspect, not in a bad way, please. I'm not saying that he wants to keep himself informed. That's a very, let's take it as a good thing. That young man sneaks out to listen to DBS. No, seriously. You sneak out of class to listen to DBS, I suspect. Because you're supposed to be in school at that time. Okay. Very good. All right. Another breaking story coming in from DBS Radio in Monjon. We're now going to join our presenter from the Saint-Sauveur Primary School. She has a breaking story for us. Miss Jeffana Joseph, take it away.
DBS News.
The Antigua and Barbuda Union of Teachers and the government have officially signed a collective bargaining agreement that includes a 14% salary increase for teachers. The agreement, covering the period 2018 to 2024, outlines expectations regarding working conditions, benefits, and salaries, among other items. It also orders that the increase will be backdated to 2018. The last collective bargaining agreement between the two parties was signed in November 2008.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Representing the Saint-Sauveur Primary School, Miss Jeffana Joseph. Some big stories coming out from Monjon this afternoon. And we're getting set for our 5th participant, our 5th news presenter in this segment. This is the news presentation segment right here, flowing very, very nicely in Monjon. Don't forget, those of you on the outside especially, our mics can still pick up the little sounds from the outside. So please, while the presentations are going on, we just ask you to give us a few minutes of silence so that the presenters can tell us what's going on locally, regionally, and internationally. All right, are we ready for another breaking story? Yes, we are ready for another breaking story coming from Monj. Not just now? Okay, yes. So just just a little more time for our judges. We want to make sure our judges get their numbers correct. And of course, very top judges we have this afternoon. During the break, we're going to have somebody read a story in Creole for us. And I want to challenge somebody to tell us in English what the story in Creole was. So that's a challenge I'm going to send out there. You see that young lady there? I think she's going to be the winner this afternoon. She's been very attentive. She's been listening. I think she's going to be the winner of that this afternoon. So, and that young lady as well too, eh? Yes. She looks like she's a very bright, you're top in your class, right? I know, I know she's top in her class, Being a teacher myself, I know my top students. All of them are top students. But something special about that young lady there. So we'll see great things from her very soon. We good to go? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, giving us some breaking news. Mr. Xavier Philip representing the Grand Fork Primary School in this new segment. Xavier, take it away.
DBS News.
St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew says he intends for the island to become the first green country in the world. Drew also states that the country will be a beacon of inspiration for others to follow. After signing the Memorandum of Understanding for a government for geothermal energy project, the St. Kitts and Nevis government signed the MOU with a group that is considered a global leader in the energy business.
Thank you very much. Giving us that big news from the region. Xavier Philip from the Grand Fork Primary School. So that's some big news from the region. DBS Radio doesn't just give you local, we also tell you what is happening in other countries as well. We call that the regional segment, also internationally as well. So whenever you tune into DBS News, you get news from all over the world. You get all your local news, you get all your regional and international news as well. So make sure you're tuned into DBS Radio, 7 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, like how my good friend sneaks out of class to do. In a good way, please. In a good way, not in a bad way. And 1:15, and at 4 o'clock for the 4 o'clock updates, and at 6 p.m. And of course, anytime we have anything breaking, we always break it on DBS, the nation station. Anybody can say nation station in Creole? Anybody can say it? Nation. Say it, Madam Principal. Not you. Or you want to give us some force? But DBS Radio, the nation station. Yes. Radio DBS. Radio Nacional. Okay, close enough. So a while ago, I don't want to say corrected, but I was educated. So I was told we have the East being represented, and we have the Southeast being represented. It's not just Southeast, it's East and Southeast. That is forcible, boy. I was just thinking that. Madam Principal, you think I'm strong enough for that force? I think so. We ready? Okay. Okay, representing the Jones Bopier Primary School, and he's giving us another breaking story. He goes by the name of Pierre Collier. Pierre Collier, take it away.
DBS News.
Acting Prime Minister Rowley says the Stone and Compass Overseas Study Program will further enhance Dominica's health service delivery. The first co-host of participants under the Stone and Compass Overseas. He says this in will benefit both the island and students who are part of the program. Minister of says she central students is from the program to on the island in the coming months. Sorry if some of the words I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to give the young man a big round of applause. Believe me, they're very, and we have to be proud of them. We really have to be proud of them. They are putting in a good effort. A very, very, very bold step, and we have to give them the force, the strength to keep encouraging them. All right? So that's what we are here for. So we're going to keep pushing you. We're going to keep encouraging each and every one of them to keep doing well. All right? So, you good? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we are here. We have the final presenter. He's going to do our final breaking story for this afternoon in the news segment. And then afterwards, we're going to go into the sports segment. Who here likes to listen to sport? You like to listen to sports news? What's your favorite sports? Football. What's your favorite team?
I have one.
Who's your favorite team? What's that? Man City. That's Aaron. That's your team. That's all.
My favorite.
That's Dean's team. If I'm not Dean's team either. Oh, Dean is a Chelsea. Anybody else supports Chelsea? Chelsea? Any Chelsea? No Chelsea. Dean, you are alone. We good to go? Okay, we good to go? Okay. Now, giving us our last breaking story this afternoon right here, we now join our presenter from the Cynical Primary School, Kaylin Burton KB. Take it away, Kaylin.
DBS News.
Parliamentary representative for the Roseau Central constituency, Melissa Skerritt, says there is great potential for urban farming in the city of Roseau. This follows an urban agricultural training session that was held at the Labour House in Roseau last Saturday. Mrs. Garrett hailed the activity, which gave the participants classroom and on-the-fielding training sessions, as a tremendous success. The Roseau Central MP says the training sessions covered a diverse range of topics.
Thank you very much. Topping off our news segment locally, regionally, and internationally from the Cynico Primary School, Kalen, Burton, KB. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stand up. Everybody stand up. Our news presenters for this afternoon and for the future, let's give them all a round of applause. Great job, great job. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. He has some strong Kalinago blood in him, I suspect. I felt that one. Thank you. Take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you. All right. You may have a seat right now. So we've come to the end of the news segment of our DBS Radio headline sponsor Dragon Windows competition. I want to say some mentions and give some mentions this afternoon. OT trucking and septic cleaners. Anytime you want to truck anything or you have any septic cleaning to do, check out the good folks at OT Trucking. Carlton Phillip Motor Pools. Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributors of the biggest brands in Dominica. A big thanks to AC Shillingford and Company. Spend less and get more. Del Najis. Anything you want to do with sports, Del Najis will set you up very nicely. Rainbow Construction, reasonable and reliable service. TDN Media, Josephine Gabriel and Company, serving refreshments, one drink at a time. Thank you very much. We have a few other honorable mentions, not too long. We're going to take a break from our tech side and we'll come to that Creole story just before our sports presentation comes up. Our viewers on YouTube. Now, here's a challenge to you all, If you've not subscribed to the DBS YouTube page, go to your phone, open YouTube, look for DBS Radio, and click subscribe. Same thing with Facebook. Just look for DBS Radio on Facebook. We are all over that. Same name, DBS Radio. We take a quick break to our viewers and our listeners. We'll be right back right after these.
Dragon window, you came to the fore. You are the best in windows, fencing and doors. Real resilience and good quality. You work hand in hand with the community. You are world class. Yes, you built to last. Your product is the best. The online window could test. Dragon windows. Watch me. You were born, you are number one dragon window.
We have relocated to our new factory at Woodbridge Bay, Fokole, opposite the port. Telephone 448-0253, 315-1500 and 275-7372.
Dragon windows.
Step into the Realm Restaurant, where every meal is an adventure inspired by Game of Thrones. Enjoy our diverse menu and extensive wine selection. Live jazz on Wednesdays, top DJs on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Don't miss our Monday discounts and Tuesday happy hour. Wear Creole attire for a special treat. Book your table now. Call 767-235-6669. The Realm Restaurant, where dining becomes enchantment. Enchantment.
Nu cai la cabin move. Nu cai la ci stai primeie. Nu cai la pour aider ou. Et nous ici pour si bon. Ou cai toujours ici pour nous. Ou ça n'est pas à sous nous. Cai pour proportion et puis où. Nous c'est nous ça dit confiance dans. Katani sa ou kadi. imagine. Nou kompon sa ki yon chen. Ni kon fè sa nou pou fè sa nou ni pou fè.
Republic Bank, nous sayons là pour.
Have that one friend or family member who just loves sending messages? Amazing! Introducing our new Prime Ultra bundles with endless social messaging for WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Message as much as you want on the fastest mobile network in Dominica. Send messages anytime and anywhere. Get more data to keep you connected with your family and friends. Download the MyDigital app to activate your new Prime Ultra bundle or visit any of our retail stores today. Digicel, keeping you better connected.
Slowly but surely, many men and women are becoming as stuffed turkeys. We are stuffing ourselves with all kinds of oily and fatty foods. And like a kitchen sink filled with muck, the body system is unable to cope, thus resulting in blocked arteries, strokes, and all kinds of diseases. But from the land of many rivers, the nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica, which has more persons living to be 100 years and over per capita than any other country in the world, comes a natural solution: the pure and crystal clear Tuapito water. Yes, straight from the mountains of the famous Tuapito and into a bottle, nothing added if all impurities treated. Look out for Tuapito water in 1.5 or 0.5 liter bottles. Natural water with minerals for life. Listen to the news. Dominica records yet another centenarian thanks to clean, clear and fresh water. Tuapito water from Dominica.
Welcome to Paradise Pier, your ultimate destination for cherished celebrations. Soothe your soul every Thursday at the iconic Reggae on the Boardwalk. Unwind at our Friday after work chill. Then come savor our delicious fish and mixed broth on Saturdays at Broth by the Bay. Vintage Sundays, where you can be assured to hear some tunes from yesteryear golden era while enjoying the perfect Sunday meal. Daily lunch is always ready from 12 p.m. Parties, beachside weddings, functions. Our venue is setting the mood for your every occasion, private and public. Book your slice of paradise today, where every event becomes an unforgettable story. Call or WhatsApp 235-1535 for booking. Paradise Pier, your feel-good place.
Welcome back to this round competition 5 in round 1 of the DBS Radio Ministry of Education National Reading Competition, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. Welcome back to our viewers on YouTube and to our viewers on Facebook, also to our local, regional and international listeners via all our radio frequencies and of course dbcradio.net. We have a representative from the Education Trust Fund. If she can just join me for just a few seconds right here. Of course, while of course you all are supporting the school's canteen, at the same time, we also want you to give some support to our good friends at the Education Trust Fund as well. The money that you put into here goes to support young men, young girls, and young ladies and students of secondary schools to further themselves and their education in secondary education. So she's going to pass around. She's going to pass around with a collection basket, I can say. So please, please, please give generously, give from your heart, because it supports the Education Trust Fund. It goes a very long way, all right, in assisting
students who are parents who are not able to send their students to secondary school. So we want you to give generously.
Yes.
And as the Bible says, give and it shall come back to you. Great measures, pressed down, shaken together, running over. So give with a willing heart.
Yes.
You will get double portion in return. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you give generously as she passes around. And I want to introduce to you a very good friend of ours. She's a cultural officer. Come, let's make sure the camera can catch you. Good. We're on DBS YouTube. We're on Facebook as well. Later on, you can watch it. And she's going to read something for us in Creole. Those of you on the... Oh, my good friend, Abby. How you doing, Mr. Lawrence? Don't think you escaped. Don't think so. I will come to you very soon. My very good friend, Abby Lawrence. So she's going to read for us a short story very short in Creole. And then somebody is going to tell us what this story is about before we move over to our sports segments. Good? All right, very good. Take it away.
Ok, bon après-midi tout le monde. Non, moi c'est Nefilia Durand, moi hoti soufouye. Avec moi in charge school te pour East Pays. So moi ka travaille en Kalinago territory pour petit soufouye. Moi ka li yon ti l'histoire bazok hoti l'histoire Dominique. L'histoire nous c'est quand Boubou avait Kong. Boubou la mais avec Kong. Boubou la mais avec Kong te bon gens. Yo te tama bon moun. Tout moun te kakouye yo ko epi l'emboage. Boubou tape twen epi famille kon sa yo mette ide wo. Boubou pate ni pièce côté pour dormir. Kong epi Boubou te bon gens. Kong invité pour dormir à Kaili. Boubou wantwe andi dans Kaila tout kagou et puis il mette quoi dans coin. Yo bak Boubou souper et puis mette là pour dormir. Les Boubou commence à sentir quoi confortable. Boubou commence à ronfler. Quand Boubou ka ronfler, puis quand il commence à pitcher Kong et puis enfants. Les madame Kong te la serve ça, il porte plainte ba mawi. Kong et puis Boubou. Kong ale oti Boubou et puis mande pour manger quoi. Boubou dit ça qui gêne sorti dehors. Kong te fâché et puis il allait dit Boubou pour taper quoi dehors. Après ça, Boubou dormi. Yo tout dit Boubou te engwa.
Very good. Very good. Very, very good. Anybody can tell me what this story was about? Anyone? I told you all you know. Come. I told you all you should come. Come. I knew it. Come. I told you all. I didn't tell you all. I told you all she was Good afternoon again. How are you?
Good.
Okay. What did you understand by what this story was saying?
Boo boo.
What about Boo Boo? Something happened to Boo Boo? What happened to Boo Boo?
I don't know.
At least she got one of the characters' name correct. His name is Boo Boo. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. We ready to go? Very good. Okay, let me grab my list. And, good to go? Okay, so, readers, I want you to watch and pay attention to me carefully one more time, okay? Whenever I present, or Gavin, or Curtis, or Layla, or Hassan, or even Kushina presents the news, just before we present the sports, we have...
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
And then we begin the package, okay? So after you hear the jingle covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report, you start your presentation. Are we clear? We clear? Okay, very good. He knows that by heart. Kaylan knows that by heart. We good to go? Okay, so let's introduce and bring on our first sports presenter for this afternoon in competition 5, round 1. Please don't forget, silence while the presenters are reading, are presenting. The mics pick up everything, even on the outside as well. Those of you under the tree as well, the microphone picks up everything that you say. So we want some silence while they're doing the presentations. And we have some big sports stories this afternoon. So let's bring on our first sports story with our presenter from the Castle Bruce Primary School, Ashtel Alfred.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
The start of the table tennis talent scouting program in Dominica has been dubbed a success by President of the Dominica Table Tennis Association, Peter Latte. The program kicked off on Monday at the Portsmouth Secondary School with over 40 participants. Talent scouts and coaches will make their way to Marigot on Wednesday and Thursday and will end this weekend at the Goodwill Primary School when the Table Tennis Association makes its way to Roseau on Friday and Saturday.
Thank you very much. Giving us some fantastic table tennis news from the Castle Bruce Primary School, Ashtel Alfred. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Ashtel, for that sports presentation on table tennis. Anybody here plays table tennis? Anybody plays table tennis? You play table tennis? You play a little bit of table tennis? A little bit? You like it? It's a nice sport. Very good. Very, very, very good. Of course, we're encouraging each and every one of you to not just, sit down at home behind the computers. Get out on the field, do some sports, some football, basketball, table tennis. Keep yourselves active as well. So make sure you do some holistic activities as well. And of course, make sure you keep reading, because reading is power. Once you're able to read, you can master many, many, many things in life. So, let's get set for our second presenter this afternoon. We good to go, Kushina? Just about. Judges, almost there. Okay, so we are about to present to you or introduce to you our second presenter for this afternoon. She's going to give us another sporting discipline, and she is representing our host here this afternoon from the Monjon Primary School. We now join Kylie Marcel. Kylie, take it away, Kylie.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Plans for The upcoming basketball seasons are expected to dominate the proceedings this evening as the DABA stages its annual general meeting. The meeting was originally scheduled for last month but was not held due to poor turnout. The meeting is scheduled for 5 p.m. DABA President Donnie Robinson is encouraging teams to participate. The 2024 season will be officially launched this weekend, with games to get underway on Wednesday.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That's some wonderful basketball news presented by our sports presenter this afternoon from our host school, the Monjon Primary School. Kylie, thank you very, very much for that sports basketball news. We have any basketball teams from the East or Southeast? None as yet. East, Southeast, none as yet. We're not saying no, Madam Bryn. We're not saying as yet. Well, remember, I haven't invited to move to Monjon, so I'll take you up on that invite for real. I won't sell my flat. I still cannot believe that's what you'll say about my friend there. Really cannot be. I have to have a sit down with my good friend there, because you know we have to have a sit down with him, and probably put him for an interview, a live interview. Was that? That's all. We won't even introduce. Our first question will be, why? I'm waiting for him to message me. Good afternoon to each and every one of you viewing with us. Good afternoon to you all over the world. We have a member from her mom, I believe, is from Grand. Let me get the message properly because I want to make sure. Okay, she says, my mom is from Grand 4. Paula Leta, whose mom is from Grand 4. She's sending positive vibes to everyone. And, you know, she's wishing all the readers all the best this afternoon. So, thank you. She's a member of, she's Paula Leta. Her husband is Super L. Big artist from Dominica. You know, big up to you all. We ready? Number 3. Okay, so let's drop. Okay, that's. I know we have the PRO of the Football Association, who is from the community in that area here. She's going to be the next football PRO. So my good friend Abby, your competition is about to do some presentation for you, and let's now join Adele Matirin from the Daly's Primary School. Adele, take it away, Adele.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Football action continues today in the National Bank of Dominica Sports Division Primary Schools football competitions. Footballers from the North and the Northwest Zone and South and Southwest Zones will take the field today. Actions also continue this morning in the Mercy United Insurance Sport Division Under 20 Cricket Tournament. The defending champions, the Northeast Comprehends, will meet the Dominica State College in a rematch of last year's finals.
Thank you very, very much, Adele. Great job, great job from the Daly's Primary School. Is my good friend Abby still around? Is Abby still around? Anybody seeing my good friend? He left? Oh, he left because he knows she is the future PRO of football. Great job. Wonderful job. When Abby comes back, I'll have a word with him, eh? Great stuff right here. We are loving it right here in Monjon. I am enjoying. It's been a while I've not been to these communities here, and I must say, it feels better than the West Coast. And those who live on the West Coast, they'll probably kick me out of the house later. But it's okay. I'm more than welcome in Monjon and the East and the Southeast. So thank you for welcoming myself, Joseph, DJ Halo Boy for Dole. Thank you very much. And the entire... Anybody knows who this guy is? Anybody knows who come? What happened to him? Anybody knows who this guy is? The gentleman in the red shirt? Anybody? Anybody? The one that's standing up. You correct. You are principal for a reason, you know. You are a principal. Somebody said, Dean Thomas, Chief Tech at DBS Radio. Good to go, Kashina? All right. Representing or coming forward to give us some more sports from the nation right here. We now join the reader or the sports presenter. She comes from the Saint-Sauveur Primary School, presenting a sports piece. Miss Jafana Joseph. Let's say welcome to you, Jafana.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Sports Minister Rosalind Paul says government will be working with the Dominica Football Association to rehabilitate the Geneva playing field, which was destroyed during the passage of Tropical Storm Erika and Hurricane Maria. She says a contract of over $400,000 have been signed. Meantime, work on the outfield at the Windsor Park Stadium is on the way. The work is being done as Dominica prepares to host International World Cup qualifiers later this year.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jafana Joseph of the Saint-Sauveur Primary School, giving us that wonderful sports piece right there. Anybody knows what sports she was talking about? Anyone knows what sports she was talking about? She was talking about football. Very good. So we have a lot of you all paying attention this afternoon. And I know the principals and the other teachers are very proud of what they're seeing. I haven't forgotten the other principals, I haven't forgotten you all. We'll come to you very soon. The judges are taking a few seconds, of course, to round up the numbers. Make sure that we have the numbers good and proper. You need numéro bien bon. C'est numéro. Les nous ka annoncer winner pour cet après-midi. We go to Maho on Friday. So we go to Maho on Friday. Of course, you can always listen on DBS, the frequencies. Anybody remembers what's the YouTube channel of DBS Radio? What's it? DBS Radio. Very good. Anybody remembers the Facebook name of DBS Radio? Anybody from that side of the audience? Anybody from that side? What is it? DBS Radio. So make sure when you go home or just pull out your mobiles right now, go to YouTube, click subscribe, click the bell on Facebook and YouTube, and you can follow the competition on Friday from Maho. Okay, judges, almost ready? Okay, we good to go with the judges. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Competitor, well, not competitor, reader or presenter number 5, bringing us some more sports for us this afternoon, coming from the Grand Fort Primary School. Let's now join Xavier Philip. Xavier, take it away.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Kids Patriots will be looking to make it 6 in a row as the Hero CPL continues with the games today. The league leaders have been unbeaten so far with the challenge inconsistent St. Lucia Kings in the first 2 matches set for today. The other games will be between Barbados Royals and Guyana Amazon Warriors. The Royals have the worst record in the tournament this season with just 1 win so far.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Xavier Philip from the Grand 4 Primary School giving us some not IPL, but CPL cricket news. That's the Caribbean Premier League. That's the Caribbean's version of the IPL. So we have the IPL, which is the Indian Premier League. That's cricket in India. And we have the CPL, which is the Caribbean version. Anybody knows what big cricket tournament is coming to Dominica very soon from now? Anybody know? I heard somebody mention from that side. What's it? To Dominica, to the Dream. Come and say it. Come on, let me see. What's coming to Dominica?
The Dream 11 Nature Isle T10 tournament.
I like the way she said that. The Dream 11 Nature Isle T10 tournament. It's coming to Dominica. And you know, DBS Radio is going to be on top of all the games. So make sure you all tune in to DBS to get all the results for all the games. All right? Good to go, Kushina? All right, very good. All right, presenter number 6 giving us some... Oh, sorry. I apologize. Sorry, not rushing. So I got... Okay. And Fosla is strong in the east and southeast. Very, very, very strong on this side of the island. So we are here, and of course just waiting a few more seconds from our judges to make sure that all the numbers are correct, so that when the judges give the final scores, we will all be good with that score. So abona pamede pour tout le monde qui attend nous tout partout. Asi radio DBS, tout le monde qui a vu nous, asi YouTube, Facebook, ça qu'a fait. Est-ce bien? Say it louder.
Oui.
I like that. Good to go, Madam MS. But why would I not MA? Tell me. Is this the East? Hold on. Mr. Pal Rep representative, in a good way, of course. Why? Tell me what is not to like about East and Southeast? Exactly. I already have my invite you. I suspect she want me to come Grand 4 instead. I suspect that. But I'm sure you can make that possible. I can always speak to my future pal rep. Her representative is right here. We can work something out. Yes. You know what? I will not sell my flag. I stay in Monjon. Good to... Huh? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If I see something better, yeah. If I see something... we good to go. Okay, representing this afternoon and presenting another big sports story coming from the Jones Bopier Primary. He goes by the name of Pierre Collet. Pierre, good afternoon. Present to us our sports story this afternoon. Here we go.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Head coach of the West Indies under-19 team, Rohan Nurse, has defeated the Direct to play 6 matches in English as the West Indies continue with prepares for the under-19 World Cup. The World Cup will be held in the Caribbean next year. Nurse says the aim at this point is to play as much cricket as possible. The West Indies under-19 team will play the first of 6 youth ODI matches against England starting today.
Thank you very, very much, Pierre Collier from the Jones Beaupierre Primary School. Thank you very much. I can take, what's that? Anna Dale, can we help out this young man? Yes. So Michelle, I will pass this on to you, and I can probably put that on the desk for you. Not yet. Okay. So here you go. We'll be with you shortly as we prep up your package. He's going to top things up for us in the sports segment this afternoon at the competition 5, round 1. Of course, we will end again on Friday in Maho. So we will end round 1 in Maho. Next week we take a break. We take a break next week, and the competition starts the week after with the semi-finals. And I'm looking forward to seeing the schools from the East and Southeast at the finals. Anybody knows where the finals are going to be held? Anyone knows? We mentioned it earlier on. Anyone knows? Anyone knows? It's going to be held at Emerald Movies. So it's going to be held at Emerald Movies. Imagine having the finals at Emerald. Y'all will enjoy that, wouldn't you? And then afterwards, we can all stay to watch a movie. Kushina, I think we can make a few calls to see if we can have a special for our participants. Yes, we can see what we can do. I know, like my friend Asa, I know people. How you saying that in Creole? Creole, moi connaît moun qui connaît moun. Okay, moi connaît moun qui connaît moun. Qui connaît lot moun. Okay. I really have to come to the East for some extra Creole lessons. I have my teacher Kewana on the West, so I need to have an East Coast teacher or East Side teacher. I can say it like that. Yes. Okay. Good to go? Almost. Yes, we're good to go. Okay, so the final sports news item this afternoon is going to be presented by the presenter from the Siniku Primary School. He presents a big story. Kaylin Burton KB. Here we go.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
West Indies coach Phil Simmons feels there needs to be more emphasis placed on cricket at the first-class level if the West Indies are to realize a turn in their fortunes. He also believes that more needs to be done to produce good quality pitches so batsmen can be better prepared moving forward. He says the coaching staff is becoming concerned about the top-order batsmen and the challenges of them not being able to put the team on a solid foundation.
Oh, thank you. Kaelan Burton KB, representing the Cynical Primary School. So we've come to the end of the sports presentation. Our three presentations, our three segments: narrative, news, and sports. Young readers, stand up. Everyone, let's give them a big round of applause. Big. Wave five, let's go. Give me a wave five, let's go. Give me five. And of course, an extra one, and one more. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to our judges. Let's give them, they're still tallying up the numbers. Let's say thank you to our three beautiful ladies for being the judges. We'll have the results not too long from. You all can have a seat. The barring. Well, we'll talk about that just now. I have a challenge for our adults here. Michelle, I want one or two of the news and sports scripts. I have a challenge to any adult here. They were brave and strong to come up to present in front of not just Dominica, not just the world, because DBS is global. I want to see which one of you all can come and do. Michelle, I want one or two scripts. Let me see one. Give me a yes, and give me a sports. I am challenging an adult to come up, and let me see if you all as brave as the young ones. You as brave? Yes, come. You, of course you are. You come in. Let me see if anybody is brave enough to come and be like the young ones here. You all want me to show you how it's done? Anybody else from any of the secondary, any of the primary school, any other participants want to come? Any of the schools want to come up and try it? You never know. It could lead you to great places. Anyone? Teacher, you want to come up? Teacher at the back, you want to come up? Anybody wants to come up? You want to come? Of course, come up. So, we have Mr. Samuel representing his community here. Aaron, what you doing? We're doing news first. So we'll have the news. I want the news jingle. And then after, I want the sports jingle. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to make a little mic adjustment for you. Okay, are we ready for Mr. Samuel? We ready? So news. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Samuel. He's going to present to us. He's the only brave adult here, it seems. He's the only... Oh, she's coming. Yes. Oh, we have to... Yes. She's next. I know she's doing principal duties as well too. So that's why she didn't go first. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Samuel. Drop the news jingle.
DBS News.
Inter-Caribbean Flight 713, which was set for Barbados, was forced to return to Dominica shortly after takeoff from the Douglas Charles Airport on Friday afternoon. The airline said a technical issue led to a precautionary shutdown of one of the plane's engines. However, the aircraft landed safely, and passengers were promptly accommodated on another flight. In a statement, Inter-Caribbean said the incident occurred minutes after takeoff when the pilots detected an issue in one of the aircraft's engines.
And let's move over to our sports. Drop the jingle.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
The start of the table tennis talent scouting program in Dominica has been dubbed a success by the president of the Dominica Table Tennis Association, Peter Lita. The program kicked off on Monday at the Portsmouth Secondary School with over 40 participants. Talent scouts and coaches will make their way to Marigot on Wednesday and Thursday and will end this weekend at the Goodwill Primary School when a Table Tennis Association makes its way to Roseau on Friday and Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I can see why the Honorable Pal Rep chose this. No, I'm being very serious here. I can see why the Honorable Pal Rep chose this gentleman as a representative this afternoon. And let's give him a big round of applause. Very, very, very good work. Thank you very much, Keanu, and of course, good luck, man. Big up, big up. Madam Principal, you next. We had a gentleman, we need to have somebody representing the ladies. You know, we have to, it's equality right now. Egalite, I got it correct. Egalite, no wrong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking, in fact, we're joining somebody live. I'm going to have a seat. Normally I sit down when I'm doing the interviews, and I have my producer joining us live. We good to go? So we say good afternoon to the one and only Curtis Matthew. Curtis Matthew, good afternoon, Curtis.
Joseph Fadul, good afternoon to you. And good afternoon to the listeners to DBS Radio. I want to say good afternoon to the children at Mount John at the moment. I have been following the competition, and Joseph Fadul, it has been of a very high standard. I can also tell you as I speak with you now, Joseph Fadul, Layla Langford is now getting some news prepared. Gavin Richards, the sports editor himself, getting the sports prepared for 6 o'clock tonight. And it has been a very busy afternoon, but we have some major news items and sports coming up. You want to listen to the 6 o'clock news.
Curtis Matthew, I have to say, there's been some questions about your allegiance. I'm putting you on the spot, Mr. Matthew, because we have to clarify. This is DBS Radio, where we always bring the truth and nothing but the truth. How we say that? How we say that in Creole? La vérité. La vérité. So we just want to clarify, Mr. Matthew, your exact, where are you from exactly? Because we are hearing some disputed things being said about where you're from. So clarify for us live on National Radio DBS exactly what's going on, Mr. Matthew.
Well, that's very simple. Dean Thomas is along with you. Dean Thomas is from Grand Fond. I'm from Mount John. Dean Thomas and myself, we are very close. Born in the village of Grand Fond, but of course I'm from Mount John.
Okay,
there's no issue there.
So born.
Dean knows that.
So Mr. Matthew, born in Grand Fond, raised in Mount John. That's it, Mr. Matthew?
That's simple.
Okay. So just born in Grand Fond, but your heart is from Mount John.
I played a lot of cricket for Mount John. I lived in Mount John for a long time. That is where I'm from. I represented Mount John in cricket all over the place. And as I said before, you could ask Dean. You didn't have to call me. Dean knows.
That was embedded in him. Okay. So we were also told something else about some sale transaction or something like that about you, Mr. We won't get into that on the air. I'll talk to you off air about that one. So born in Grand Fond, raised in Mount John. So we have cleared that. So that is cleared on that aspect. Mr. Matthew, thank you. Anything else we want to touch on, Curtis? Curtis Matthew, thank you very much for joining us. And, you being raised in Grand Fond, I want to... Okay. Yes, you being raised in Monjon, I have to say, Monjon has been very welcoming to us. So, they're representing strong for you on this side. So hats off to you all. And big up to you, Curtis. We'll be tuned in tonight for the DBS 6 o'clock news. Curtis, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joseph Fadul. I'm happy you're in the village of Monjon. Just to let you know, Hassan Robinson is the presenter of the news tonight. Gavin Richards does the sports. News been prepared. In fact, we are almost done. We are waiting for the results of the reading competition to add in the news, but we are all set and ready to go. 6 o'clock on the feature segment of our news tonight. At 6, we will bring a lady involved in vending over 35 years. That will be our feature segment of the DBS Evening News.
Thank you very much, Curtis. We look forward to the news, sports, and the feature segment tonight on the DBS Evening News. And thanks again, Curtis. And big up to you guys back at studios in Roseau. Thanks, Curtis. Curtis Matthew joining us live. We take a break to acknowledge some of our partners. Just before we do so, I just want to make some mentions. I want to say thanks to our good friends at Paradise Pier. Hope you guys are doing good. Springfield Trading, quality in everything. HHV Whitchurch and Company, powering the nation. Old Stone Bar and Grill. Night dining has just gotten better. The Fort Young Hotel, the key to Dominica. The Island included resort. Continental Store, it's a matter of personal pride. Hilltop Renovations, distinguished and dependable service. Thank you very much to our honorable mentions right here at round 5. Competition 5, round 1 of the DBS Radio National Reading Competition, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. We take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
Dragon Window, you came to the fore. You are the best in windows, fencing and doors. Build resilience and good quality. You work hand in hand with the community. You are world class. Yes, you built to last. Your product is the best. The online window could test. Dragon Windows. Watch me. In Dominica, you were born. You are #1 Dragon Windows.
We have relocated to our new factory at Woodbridge Bay for Collet, opposite the port. Telephone 448-0253, 315-1500 and 275-7372.
Dragon Windows.
You don't want to be no slave. You need a loan, you want to save. Welcome and visit us today. Hey, with a commitment to quality. What? Therefore you and me was one big family, but now it's a community. True. Making life easy. Yes. Like ABC. Don't matter who you are, you can benefit. When you bring your mortgage
with rates as low as 5% and loans for all your needs. Stage of our savings products.
We will finance your business.
Checking accounts, small business loans, wire transfers, and so much more.
NCCU all the way. Wow!
Your community financial partner.
NCCU.
A vacation in the mountains, a staycation outside the city, or a stay surrounded by greenery. Whatever the choice may be, Pinard's Mountain Resort Inc. is perfect for you. Nestled in the hills of Point Michel, just 10 minutes from the city, Pinard's Mountain Resort Inc. features self-contained cottages with breathtaking views, fine dining, bar and pool services. Come spend quality time with family, escape with a few friends, or just time for two. Pinard's Mountain Resort Inc. all in all waiting to